Good evening, Salam Alaikum, Namaskar. I'm Ashok Garlapati from J&A Bharat HSE Foundation and J&A Global HSE Foundation. On behalf of our foundations, we welcome you for the 34th OKT, which we call it as Outreach and Knowledge Transfer Webinar. And today we are going to talk on very important topic, return to origin, about Kangen water and its benefits. It's not a Kangen water. We are going to learn from the Kangen water how we can make it out in our day-to-day lives. And water is so important for us. But let's back to origin today and understand what exactly is this Kangen water and its benefits for healthy living. And this session is being recorded for the benefit of our friends who will not be able to join. And before we start, we just want to have a brief meeting protocols. Kindly mute your microphone and raise the hand whenever you want to speak. If your connection is bad, you can switch off your camera, and kindly post your queries, comments, and suggestions in the chat box. And please register your name, company, designation, phone, email ID in the chat box for our future communications. As you see, it is the 34th OKT, and every month we have been doing these webinars with the different topics. And today we are having a very important topic as well. And as you see on the screen, there's a QR code. That QR code takes you to our knowledge WhatsApp group, knowledge sharing WhatsApp group. You will be having a wonderful knowledge round the clock on different topics if you join there. And today's program is going to be in two parts. In part one, we'll have a general introduction about our foundations as well as what are the programs we do it. And in the part two will be the main topic of today, return to origin, and about Kangen water and its benefits for healthy living. As you know, most of the people are attending first time today for this particular webinar. We just want to brief them about our foundation. Before that, we would like to have a welcome remarks from our founding trustee, Mr. Jitu Patel. Mr. Jitu. You're on the mute.
Thank you, Ashok ji. That was a wonderful opening, and I welcome everyone on board and those who will be joining very shortly, warmly. And I begin to extending special welcome to our guest speakers, both Dr. Kapoor and Mr. Kapoor, lovely couple, and also to all our distinguished guests who are also dignitaries, especially in the field of health, safety, environment, and sustainability. With that, I really know that every one of you know Ashok ji dearly, very warm, not only welcome to him as a founding trustee with me, and we too did quite a lot in the past, nearly 40 plus years in the field of health, safety, environment, and sustainability. But now time had come that we need to give back to our mother nation. And that's where this notion made us to start this foundation, both in India and why not share globally. So that's where the J&A Bharat as well as J&A Global HSE Foundations were established to share the knowledge from all the subject matter experts like today's two speakers. And with that, Ashok ji is currently still serving as the president of board of certified safety professionals, and his term will come to end by the end of December 2024. He did a wonderful job for the organization. In addition to that, he is the fellow of American Society of Safety Professionals, also fellow of IOSH. And if I keep on adding some more feathers in his crown, we will be here and take away all the speaker's time. But with that, Ashok ji, please go ahead and give a brief about our foundation and the activities there too. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jit Saab, and for the kind introduction about our foundations and about myself. As you know, you already said we have been doing together for quite many years. And if people, participants are seeing the screen of the world map with little blue flags there, we have been supporting the HSE profession as well as our professionals under the platform of the several professional organizations in different countries. And we thought of giving back more to India. During COVID time, we were thinking of this idea, and we did some research work there. In India, we do not have any health, safety, environment related foundations during those days. And we thought we got the best practices from other organizations, and we started working in that direction. And as you see on the left side, there is a ILO statistics. Unfortunately, India is standing on the highest on the top of the graph on the global deaths related to industrial accidents. There are so many organizations are there in India, but we wanted to do something additional to the profession through the foundation. We established virtually on 25th March 2022. As Mr. Jitu said, we started in India. After 8 months, people asking us, why don't you start around the globe? So we established the same in November 2022 and the global scale. And our foundations, basically, it's not a membership organization. It's a purely charity-oriented organization. We coordinate with the professional organizations, corporate organizations, academic institutions, as well as individuals and philanthropists in spreading our mission, vision, and objectives. Our mission is very simple: to support the HSE professionals as well as the HSE profession. And we do have objectives, basically, to advance the profession, to support and promote occupational safety and health as a career choice among students, to inspire and develop leaders, and also to provide education and developmental opportunities like today, what we are doing now. And we also recognize individuals, organizations, academic institutions who are really doing great in the field of health, safety, and environment. And we also provide the HSE courses, training, and auditing, not on a profit basis, but as a charity basis. And to also, we are trying to get affiliated with the government organizations as well. And we also have the MOUs with the organizations having the similar objectives, which we'll be trailing after our OKT session. And we also officially registered in India. And of course, it's as per the government rules and regulations. We do have a quite interesting programs. One is a Foundation Professional Development Grant and Foundation Industrial Accident Victim Family Support Grant. And we have a scholarship programs sponsored by a philanthropist. This particular program called J&A Keval Shanti Scholarship Program. It is sponsored by Dhruti Thakur from New Jersey. And every year we do it, basically recognizing the students who are excelling in their academic programs, doing health, safety, environment programs. This is 2022 we started. And in 2023 as well as 2024, we recently completed. And you see this particular photo there, Professor Ramana and Dr. Lakshmi Narayan, who are chairs of our foundation. They are spearheading this particular program in India. These two gentlemen are from Telangana, and we have Mr. Dakshinamurthy from Chennai. He is also spearheading this scholarship program in Chennai. And we have another program called Dr. Praveen Patel, Mita Patel Healthcare Student Scholarship Program. And this is launched this year only. And these are the students who have been honored. And it's almost 4 days back, these scholarships have been honored at Osmania University in Vice Chancellor's office. So this was a great program. They have done both Dr. Lakshmi Narayan and Professor Ramana. And we do have another program called the DL Shah Trust HSSE Awards Program. Basically, we honor or recognize the individuals who have really achieved excellence in the occupational health, safety, and sustainability fields. And we also do several outreach programs focusing on the first aid and as well as CPR awareness sessions. And again, we invite contributions, not only in the form of a financial contribution, in the knowledge contribution, what our today's Dr. Amit as well as Dr. Devan are doing today. So basically, we have a website where foundation contribution form is there. Anybody can go there and put their expression of interest, how you can support our foundation. Our intention was to create a platform so that everybody will come and support and give back to the community. We do have a governance body in place. We have a functional committee members are in place. So everybody is putting their own hands, just joining hands with us in giving back to HSE profession, making a positive difference as a HSE professionals. And that was a brief introduction about our foundation. And we will have a part two knowledge transfer session. Again, depending on the time, we have some more information to be shared about the foundation. We will do that. So with the part two, we have a very interesting topics. Every month we do it. And this month we have an interesting topic on return to origin about Kangen water and its benefits or healthy living. And to introduce our topic as well as the speaker, we have with us Mr. Bala Sivaseekrant. He is the chair for awards and honors program of our foundation. He is also very well experienced in the field of HSE. He works as a TPL specialist in Kuwait Oil Company. He is also volunteering for us with ASSP as well as a BCSP organizations, and quite a interesting as well as a very active HSE professionals, and giving back to the profession is his motto, and he is also joining hands with us today. Mr. Bala.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Namaste, Jitu Saab and Ashok ji and all other eminent members who are on this call. Before I introduce those two wonderful speakers on a very interesting topic which everybody wanted to know and everybody must know, I would like to share one video clip that I came across a month ago by one a research journalist, which he shared about the importance of a kind of good quality water having a basic pH with crystalline water. And he did a research on the water which came from the Ganges River, and he took the water in the upstream of Rishikesh, and then he compared the water which we are usually drinking in the in our homes with the water filters, so-called water filters. So that's so interesting that after that I myself measured the pH which I'm drinking in the water, and I remember I spoke to you, Ashok ji, as well. What is the pH that usually we are drinking at home? So long story cut short, this is how the importance of water we really neglect, which really makes the whole body and which makes the whole thought process that makes because of the good quality of water. I really appreciate the wonderful couple Kapoors for coming forward to share such interesting story with all of us. So I am privileged and I'm very happy to introduce those two wonderful speakers. Amrit Kapoor is a mechanical engineer by qualification. He's a strategic consultant over 3 decades, almost 28 years of experience in contract management, procurement, sales, operation maintenance, management for different sectors of engineering, including oil and gas and airports. That's absolutely fantastic. They are close to us, in fact. And Dr. Devendra Kapoor, madam, is a licensed homeopathic doctor practicing in Emirates, Dubai. Oh, wonderful. So usually we see a very rare homeopathic doctors in the Gulf area. In fact, the whole family of us, we are homeopathic patients taking various medicines from time to time because of the various issues. And with over 20 years of experience specializing in naturopathy, she firmly believes in the holistic nature of treatment and its crucial role in achieving overall health. She specializes in the treatment of gut health. Yes, absolutely. And I saw one clip which doctor says the two things which are not being given importance in the whole body. The one is the liver and number two is the gut. Okay, so because of those three things, we need to give more importance and mental health and allergies for all age groups. Absolutely fantastic to welcome these two wonderful speakers. Those are going to speak about water is very vital to our health, and it plays a key role in many of our body functions. A few of them like carrying nutrients to cells, helping digestion, getting rid of wastes, flushing out toxins from our body, and so on and so forth. So dimensions of water wellness are more than just physical health, which I clearly told. It is in a continuum of the emotional, spiritual, intellectual, social, occupational aspects. The basis of vitality and long life is water. Yes, absolutely, I do agree. But essentially, water is life. Water is life. Water is life. Learn more about the benefits, properties, and structure about drinking water from the experts, those wonderful couple we are having. And the virtual platform is all yours, madam and sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bala. And I just stop sharing, and I will hand over the program to doctors. And again, I request everybody to pose your questions as you come across in the Q&A chat box. And we have a Q&A session moderated by our our Dinesh Paulji afterwards. Welcome, Doctor. Floor is yours.
Good evening, everyone. To begin with, I will have introduction of Dr. Devinder. She is working currently with Emirates European Medical Center in Dubai and another clinic which is FEMI Clinic, Dubai Healthcare City. Although the detailed introduction is already given by Mr. Bala, this is a brief one. And this is myself. I am a mechanical engineer consulting in facilities management, freshwater and wastewater management, district cooling plants, oil rigs, and currency verification and processing systems. The notable organizations which I have served is Dubai International Airport, which I am currently serving now. I worked for Reserve Bank of India in India. I worked for Lamprell for oil rigs refurbishments, and I worked with Atlas Copco in the beginning of my career. And in between, I was into currency printing and destruction systems with a company called Gisike and Devrian. And we worked for all the central banks within India, as well as Middle East and Africa, for checking the currencies and making sure the right banknotes are circulated in market. Now we come back to our original topic of water. All this thought started from one thought. All of us consume the highest commodity in our life is water, and none of us spend any time thinking much about it. And there was a time about 4 years back when Dr. Devinder brought a device and it completely changed many things in our life. That made us to go to Japan and do further research on the device as well as the water. And we spent almost 2 weeks looking for different details and finding in-depth analysis of various parameters of water. So without further ado, I will hand over it to the specialist, the subject matter expert, Dr. Devinder, to walk you through these slides and demonstrate some of the experiments quickly for further insights and valuable inputs. Over to Dr. Devinder. Thank you very much.
I hope you can see the PPT or
We are seeing the PPT, ma'am, water drop.
okay, we cannot see it.
You want to unscreen and do it? No problem. Yeah.
Yeah, just a minute.
Yeah, no problem. You can share the desktop fully. So whatever you show there, it will be seen. Not the window. Yeah.
Sure.
Can you see now?
Yeah, we see the water.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So thank you everyone for the introduction, and I thank Mr. Dinesh and Mr. Ashok and Mr. Bala for the wonderful introduction and giving us this opportunity to present about something which is very vital to everyone in the world. So everybody needs water and they cannot survive without water. That's why water is life. So I will take you through all the slides, and along with the slides and the properties of water, I would be doing small demonstrations so that it becomes clear as to what point I'm trying to stress on, and it becomes more evidence-based. So to begin with, as you all know that I am a naturopathic doctor and I believe in natural systems of medicine, be it medicine or be it food or be it our basic lifestyle of living. Everything is closely related to nature. So this slide basically talks about human beings and the 5 elements of nature. Human beings are nothing but nature, and we are composed of these 5 elements. Majorly, we are water, fire, space, air, and earth. In traditional medicine, as most of you all must be knowing, that we are very close to nature, and we as human beings are more than 72% water. And food, we are only 12%. So if we look from that perspective, if we are struggling with any chronic diseases or any inflammation or any illness, if we try to fix the water element, which is 72%, we fix 72% of us. Food is a very small element. It is only 12%. So it doesn't play a major role. So the diets that are out in the world and out in the commercial market, that you do this diet and that diet, it is only 12%. Majorly, we are water. Going ahead. This slide speaks again of how the planet Earth is also more than 70% water, and we as human beings are also 70% water. Majorly, all our organs, our systems, be it brain, be it eyes, be it lungs, be it cells, be the water portion of the blood, the plasma, liver, kidneys, they have water. Majority of the water maximum that we see is in the brain and the eyes. Even the tiniest of cells that are communicating inside our brain, they communicate through a medium of water. So if water is not present, the neuronal cells in our brain, which is responsible for cognition and a lot of mental development, it will not occur. So it totally depends on what type of water we are drinking. So not all water is created equally. And unfortunately, we still don't know as to what type of water we are drinking. And till the time we came across Kangen water, we came to know that, yes, this is also possible. This is a small quote or an anecdote that we would like to share, that thousands and maybe lakhs or millions of people can still live without love, but nobody on this planet can live without water. So these are the different types of beverages that are available across globally. But what is right for our glass? What is right for your glass? What kind of water that we should drink on a day-to-day basis? What kind of beverages we must choose? So this is showing from right from soda to aerated drinks to expensive bottles, bottled water. The most expensive water that is available here in the UAE is Evian bottle. Not only in UAE, I think across the globe, Evian is supposed to be the most expensive water that we get. And people feel good that they buy this kind of a water. But unfortunately, when we test this kind of a water, it is not that great. It is made alkaline through the help of some chemicals. So after all, we are ingesting chemicals. After all, we are ingesting microplastics. Bottled water from plastic bottles should be completely eradicated from this planet because it is not a sustainable solution. And as you all are from the similar industry, you must be very well agreeing to this point that plastics are the major damage, not only for human beings, but also on the planet Earth. So easily a plastic bottled water reaches to the consumer maybe, after months or even years after roaming around in all the possible factories, all the possible shops, and ultimately it reaches the consumer through a lot of exposure, I would say, in the heat, in the sunlight. And ultimately, what the end user is drinking is microplastics because they get leached into the water. Plus, there is a lot of other chemicals and hazards and heavy metals in that water that we are consuming. So we must totally eliminate bottled water if we are drinking. Now, Kangen water, I call this as Kangen water. Rather, the Kangen word is a Japanese word because this water was invented in Japan, and Kangen in Japanese means return back to origin. It is high time that COVID now has taught us that we all need to return back to origin more holistically. We need to have a sustainable solution of living so that we can prevent any kinds of health or illnesses coming up to us. So Kangen water has these major properties. There can be more than hundreds or thousands of benefits of Kangen water, but what I have tried to label in this slide is the major properties, which you can see as antioxidant, alkaline, and microclustered. So these are the major highlights of this water, which I will go into a little bit more detail so that I can demonstrate to you and becomes more clear. This water is also called as live water. The water that you drink, or we were drinking some time back, is dead water or stagnant water. As rightly said by Mr. Bala before, that he did an experiment, or he went through the researches of water from river Ganges, is absolutely true, because Kangen water is live water, and it is also called as healing water. Any water which we drink through the holy places, like river Ganges, or from temples, or from masjid like Zamzam water, or from, there are a couple of places around the world like in Mexico or in France. When we drink this type of a water, we feel good about it. We suddenly feel that, it's healing. And that is exactly the property of antioxidant and pH. These two are the major properties which are very similar to Kangen water, as well as these types of water, which I will be demonstrating further. But when you test the antioxidant property or any other property of bottled water, it is absolutely oxidizing. So it is literally the opposite of antioxidant. Let me explain you a little bit about what is oxidation first, so that you can understand what is antioxidation. So oxidation, in a layman language, I can explain that it is nothing but a rusting process. Just like if you cut an apple open or keep a banana overnight on the table, when it ripens or it is exposed to the air, it will turn black or it will turn dark. This process is called as oxidation. Same thing, exactly same, happens in the human body. When we are aging, or when we have any chronic illnesses, or when we are suffering from any kinds of inflammation in the body, which is the root cause of illness, our cells, they become oxidized, or they undergo this rusting process. And imagine your body is made up of more than 60 trillion cells. If these cells have this process of oxidation happening in and out, then what kind of damage it can cause to you? When a person starts to age and the oxidation is very rapid, you can easily notice changes on the face in the form of wrinkles or some other issues. You might also come across in your life few people who are very old, but they don't look old, they look very young. So in those people, the oxidation is very less. And exactly opposite, we find people who are not very old in age, but they look old. In these people, the oxidation process is very rapid. So what this water would do, this water has antioxidant property. A person or a human being is supposed to drink 3 liters of water, but we actually don't know why. We need to, if we drink 3 liters of the right type of water bang on each and every day, we will, of course, arrest the oxidation process and we will go towards antioxidation. Oxidative stress is a process, or I would say it is a medical term which I use to explain the cell when it undergoes a lot of oxidation repeatedly on and off. Here, which you can see is a green color, is a normal cell in a human being. When there are free radicals roaming around the cells of the body, that is the red color that you see, it becomes oxidized. So when the cell becomes oxidized, it is literally damaged. So when oxidation occurs, it can even occur up to the DNA level. So it can even go up to that level, microscopic level, and it can cause damage and even cancer. Today, if I test one out of 3 or 4 patients as a blood test for oxidative stress, it must be really high. And that is not surprising at all, because we see a lot of incidences of cancer rising up in these days. A lot of incidences of high cholesterol, high lipid levels, many heart attacks, many cardiac arrests that I get to hear, a lot of these cases, even children cases that are suffering from autism or ADHD or any kind of behavioral disorders, they're all related with water as a major content, and of course the other major elements in food which are really very inflammatory. Antioxidants can be available from food, from fruits, and some other things like most popular that everybody would know is vitamin C is a very powerful antioxidant. When anyone is sick with flu, fever, or any other inflammation or any other illness, the first thing that they would take or a doctor would advise is please take vitamin C. Why? Because vitamin C is a very powerful antioxidant. Fruits that are very high in antioxidant properties are berries. Can be blueberries, can be red berries, can be strawberries. Citrus fruits like oranges, sweet lime, kiwi, they are all having strong antioxidant properties. And even green tea for that matter. Green tea is also a very powerful antioxidant. That's why a lot of recommendations keep pouring in to have these kinds of foods, especially which helps an antioxidant. Now, what I'm going to do is I will demonstrate to you water with antioxidant property, because this water, simply water drinking, will give you the same kind of antioxidation effect than these expensive things or expensive fruits would do. So give me a moment. Let me just set that up. So on my table, I have different types of water with me, and I'm going to pour each type of water in the respective glasses. I hope the screen is clear.
Yes, it's clear, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay. So this is what I have is
1 minute. Let me make
drink.
you to the spotlight. Yeah, 1 minute.
Yeah, if she can stop the screen share also, then demonstration will be clearly visible to us.
Yeah, stop sharing, ma'am. So that, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Now it's good.
perfect.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
All right. So I have these different types of water that I have. I can do more testing with different types of water, but just with the constraint of time, I've just picked up 4 different types of water. This is a very popular aerated drink. It can be Sprite, 7-Up, Thumbs Up, Coke, anything that you choose. This
Doctor,
one is
sorry to interrupt you. Doctor, sorry to interrupt you. Just you can flip down your laptop screen because your face is not fully visible to us. Yes,
okay.
very good, very good.
Yeah,
It's
now
okay?
it's good. Yes.
Fine.
Yeah.
So this is the bottled water. This one I have filled with normal tap water. And this water is the Kangen water, which is from the device. The device that you can see right behind me, the white color, is the water ionizer. That's the Kangen water ionizer. So it gives us different types of pH. So I have taken 9.5 pH from that machine. So what I would do is I will pour each and every sample in it, and I will do the testing. I do the test. Okay, so to demonstrate the antioxidant property, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the normal tap water in 2 glasses.
Excuse me, the glasses should be seen actually, so that the laptop screen can be put down.
Now what I have with me is something called betadine. Betadine is a very powerful antiseptic. So doctors usually put it when you have injuries or any cuts. So it is an antibacterial and an antiseptic. So why I am using betadine to pour into this water is to show that betadine is very powerful oxidative effect. So when the moment I pour betadine into this water, it becomes oxidized. So what I've done is I've poured a few drops of betadine into 2 glasses of tap water. And the water has turned yellowish brown. And now what I have is vitamin C with me. So vitamin C, some moments back, which I explained, is a very powerful antioxidant. So to prove that vitamin C is actually an antioxidant, when I pour 1 tablet of vitamin C into this solution, it needs to clear it out. So this is 1 tablet of vitamin C, and I have poured it into the oxidized solution. And when I try to mix it, this becomes clear. Are you able to appreciate the clear color? So this is literally clear.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this experiment thoroughly proves that vitamin C is indeed a very powerful antioxidant. But how many vitamin C's can you have in one day? Maybe you can have 1 tablet, you can have 2, or if you're really good in having tablets, you can have 3. But that is again not a sustainable solution. So I can demonstrate to you that with few milliliters of Kangen water, you can get the desirable result just like vitamin C. So this is Kangen water, as I mentioned. And when I pour it into this is what happens. Can you see it?
Yes.
Yes. So imagine if you can make yourself antioxidized with just few milliliters of water, what can happen if you start drinking 2 or 3 liters of Kangen water every day? It is literally going to have a healing effect to each and every cell of your body. Yeah. So this is the antioxidant property, which is the first property that I mentioned. I'm going to share back my screen again.
Okay.
Okay. So we have finished with the antioxidant property. Moving ahead. To demonstrate also the antioxidant property, there is something called as ORP testing. ORP stands for oxidative reduction potential. So this potential can be checked in water. We have the device with us, but due to, again, constraint of time, I'm just going to explain it with the help of some pictures that we have taken. So this machine that you can see over here, the white color, is called as an ORP meter. So when we check the charge of water, ORP is nothing but the charge of water. So whenever we check the charge of any kind of water, it will give us either a positive charge or it will give us a negative charge. So what the lady is trying to do here, she's checking the ORP of Kangen water, which is 9.5 pH. And the number that you see here is minus 747. Minus charge indicates minus ORP. Minus ORP means the water is highly antioxidant. When the charge becomes plus, it means that the water is oxidized. So when we check any kind of bottled water or aerated water or sparkling water or any energy drink or any bottled water, the charge is going to come plus. This is what happens when you check the normal water. When you check the normal water, like tap water, bottled water, or any other thing, it will show you a charge which is without the minus charge. This means that the liquid or the water is highly oxidized. The moment it becomes plus charge, it means that the water that you're drinking is inflammatory. This is the charge for Kangen water. Whenever you test this water with the device of ORP meter, it will show you a negative charge. Higher the negative charge, as I said, is higher antioxidant property and it is anti-inflammatory. This is a simple chart which explains what you mean by which are the types of foods or beverages which are minus in ORP and which are in plus ORP. The plus ORP drinks or food include any kind of fast food or junk food or bottled water or aerated drinks or soda or any alcohol drinks. These are all plus ORP which we need to be away from. The negative ORP foods or fruits will be citrus fruits or vitamin C or green tea or fish or cod liver oil or Kangen water. So the more the negative ORP is, the more it is better for you. Let's go to the second property. The second property of this water is alkaline, as you saw in the earlier slide. When I say alkaline, it is something to do with the pH of water or any other liquid that you're drinking. For the ease of understanding, if you refer to this scale shows a water pH scale. The colors indicate the different types of pH in the water. As you see, the neutral pH will show 7, which is green color. As and when it becomes more and more acidic, the water will turn yellowish or light green or orange or red. The moment you turn on to the alkaline side, it might become light blue, dark blue, purple. So they are all towards alkaline. More alkaline the water is, more better it is for you in health. Also, it's a very renowned fact, or it is endorsed by an oncologist, even proved by researchers, that cancer cells do not survive in alkaline environment. More acidic your internal environment is, the cancer cells will thrive. So to support this pH scale, again, what I'm going to demonstrate to you is I will check each and every water that I have on table with a pH tester. So I have a pH tester, which is a liquid, which I'm going to pour in each and every glass, and you will see the color change.
Would you like to unscreen, ma'am? Or
Yeah. Okay.
yes.
Okay, so what I've done is now I have poured each and every water in this glass, and I have a pH tester with me, and I'm going to test it. So I will start with the aerated drink. So you see this color has turned orangish red. If you remember the color scale that I showed you, it's more towards the acidic side. If I pour it in bottled water, it is yellowish. It's a deep yellow color, which is again more pointing towards acidic. This is our normal tap water. It is showing blue. So it is more shifting towards alkaline side. And this is Kangen water, which is giving us a purplish shade, which is deep purple, and it is purely highly alkaline. So you can see and appreciate these 4 different colors that we have. The best part is, which I was also surprised, is the tap water shows alkaline. But we don't recommend tap water for drinking because of obvious reasons of other chemicals, dirts, and impurities. But definitely not bottled water, and definitely not any kind of aerated drinks. This color will come up even if you drink any kind of energy drinks.
Yeah.
So people who are a lot of exposure in the sun, or laborers who are continuously working out in the sun, and they are even athletes, I would say, even trainers or athletes, they are used to drinking energy drinks. So this is one of the popular energy drink, Pocari Sweat. I'm not sure if you've heard of it, but many people resort to this. Also, there are different other brands which people drink. So energy drinks are also not recommended, because when I test the energy drinks, it gives us this color. That means it is highly acidic. Also, when you test the ORP of these kinds of drinks, they are a plus charge. So plus charge, moment you get plus charge, it is oxidation. And the moment you get this color, it is acidic. So they are a big no-no from our day-to-day routine. So what will happen if a person is used to drinking these kinds of beverages and he switches over to Kangen water? So what I'll do is I'll be adding Kangen water to these glasses. So let us begin with the tap water. When I pour a little bit of alkaline water into the tap water, it makes the color slightly purple. It is turning purple. That means there is a possibility that person who's used to drinking tap water, we can try to reverse their condition. When you're used to drinking bottled water, also there is a possibility that that person can be brought back to a healthy state. But When you're drinking any kind of acidic drinks like soda or aerated drinks or energy drinks or sparkling water, the pH does not budge. It is highly, highly acidic. They have also proved that a lot of researchers or people who are in and out of testing waters, they tell us that to dissolve or to neutralize this much, even few milliliters of aerated drinks, it requires, I think, bottles and bottles of Kangen water to dilute it. What will happen if you drink slight energy drink or aerated drink if you're drinking these kinds of water? See what it does. It immediately turns it acidic.
So powerful, yeah.
Yes, it's so powerful. Yeah. Even Kangen water, if you drink a little bit, it just simply turns it out. So this is the most hazardous drink that one can ever have. Though we feel great after drinking a little bit of aerated drink, we feel really good, but this is what it does to our body. So this proves the pH scale. So Kangen water is, as we know, it is returned back to origin. When we go back to our native places or in some natural springs, and when you test that type of water, it will show you a pH of blue or a purple color, and it will show you a negative charge on ORP. Let me take you back again to the slide.
Yeah.
Now, this lady over here in the video, she's trying to test the natural spring water. And this is what she gets.
Hey guys, I just wanted to run a little test with you. So I'm going to show you naturally occurring fresh spring water. And I'm going to test the pH of it. So we're going to see if it's alkaline or acidic. And as you can see, it's very alkaline. So for those of you that think alkaline water is bad for you, this is how it's found in nature. It's meant to be alkaline. This is made with nature. Our machine makes it electrically, not chemically. There's nothing added to this to make it alkaline. So this is the real deal, guys.
So that's what she's saying, is that nature doesn't use chemicals to make it alkaline, but bottled water or certain brands, they're using chemicals. The most common chemical that they use is sodium bicarbonate. They add it into the water and which makes it alkaline. But the machine or the ionizer that you can see, this uses only electricity and it converts the normal tap water into an alkaline water. So there is no chemical added to it. So this is the major difference in any kind of packaged water that you have.
Which part of the world that testing was done, that lady?
This testing has been done and approved in USA, in Japan to begin with first, because it invented in Japan. So in Japan, the secret of, everybody knows that Japan is known for their longevity. So people easily live up to 96 or 100 years old.
Correct.
So the secret of their longevity is water and food. So the lifestyle that they follow is completely different because the staple diet is more of a fish and other things, which cannot be, I would say, duplicated all over the world. But what the CEO of this company thought, that water is the only thing that can be available globally, and he tried to make this mechanical, invention where the same type of water, what they drink, which is naturally available, should be available all over the world. So it has been tested, it has been approved, it is FDA approved, it has a whole lot of certifications. It has a water quality seal, it has the golden seal for water quality. It is a certified medical device in Japan and approved by USA. So there are a whole lot of certifications which I can provide you, and a whole lot of research and endorsements which doctors have given, researchers have given. There are many colonoscopic surgeons who give prescriptions as Kangen water to be drunk. So continuing with the slide, we need to say no to dead water. So even when we see phenomena of rainfall, when rain falls and there is no mechanism for drainage and they start collecting in puddles, what happens to that water? It becomes stagnant. It becomes dead. That is what exactly happens when we drink bottled water, or if we drink water which is kept over a period of time stored, which is not good. So stagnant water or dead water will always attract bacteria, fungi, viruses, illnesses. Live water will only attract good fishes, nice, healthy environment. So we must enjoy live water. We have to live disease-free and enjoy good health. So how we can get this live water in our homes? What happened?
Going reverse.
Yeah. Just click it. Yeah, so we were discussing that how we can get this in our homes. So Kangen is a name of the ionizer. We don't call it as a machine or anything. It's more like an ionizer. And the product is made in Japan. And the company name is Anagic. He is the CEO of the company, Mr. Oshiro, and his wife. Mr. Oshiro is now 83 years old. We had made a visit to Japan in the month of July to celebrate the company's 50 years anniversary. And this is how he looks, and this is the energy that he gives.
So, are you guys drinking Kangen water as well? Yeah, if you don't drink Kangen water, you're not part of this family. Why? Because this is the origin of our health. Look at me. So the company's been 50 years. I started this company when I was 33 years old. But look at me, I'm still energetic and powerful as I used to be. And I'm sure you all feel the same too.
Yes.
So that's why, let's drink Kangen water. So whenever I go overseas, the first thing I say is, "Are you drinking Kangen water? This will make you stronger."
So that's what he is radiating. He's full of energy. And, surprisingly, in my practice of over 20 years, I have seldom seen any patient who would come and not tell me that, "Doctor, I feel tired all the time. My energy levels are not good. I feel fatigue." So just like our cars and vehicles need petrol, our body is a human biological vehicle, and we need to fuel it up with the right things. So this speciality of this water is that it gives cellular hydration. What I mean by cellular hydration is this water actually penetrates into your body cells and gives hydration to the cell, which the other water cannot give. The reason behind this, the scientific reason behind this is that any other normal water or bottled water is macro clustered, means the clusters are very big. So when you drink this type of a water, you don't feel hydrated. On the contrary, some people may feel bloated, may feel not thirsty, literally have to force to or remind yourself to drink water. Why that occurs? Because the structure of water, the clusters of water are really big and they are not absorbed. But with Kangen water, it is micro-clustered. So micro-clustered benefit is that it literally goes inside our body cells and it gives you cellular hydration. So it is very highly recommended for all individuals, even more so for athletes and trainers. The most famous football player, Mr. Ronaldo, is using Kangen water, and there are many other athletes to name them. So to demonstrate this micro-clustered water, what I'm going to do again is I'm going to pour 2 glasses of, I'll switch the slide. I'm going to put the normal tap water in 1 glass. So this is macro-clustered water. And this is Kangen water, which is micro-clustered. And to demonstrate this, I'm using these green tea bags. We all know that when we use green tea, we need to boil the water. Why? Because then only the tea inside this will come into the water, right? But in Kangen water, the tea can dissolve in cold water itself. Why? Because it is micro-clustered. So this I'm dipping it in normal water. So as you can see, the color has not changed. But when I dissolve it in Kangen water, the color will immediately change. Can you see? I don't know how much you'll be able to appreciate, but it is yellow.
We can see that, yeah.
Yeah, so this is yellow and this is still not absorbed. Why? Because this water is actually penetrating inside the tea bag. So imagine this tea bag is your body cell and you are drinking this type of water. So it will literally go inside your cells and give you cellular hydration. So this is the structure of water which can be demonstrated to you. The last property that I would be showing you is another pH, which is 11.5 pH. So this water ionizer gives 5 different types of water, or maybe 7 different types of water. It even gives you a very high alkaline water, which is 11.5 pH. So 11.5 pH is not recommended for drinking purposes, only recommended for a few people who are suffering from cancer, who may be suffering from high cholesterol or high triglycerides or high lipid content in their body, because the property of 11.5 pH of water is emulsification of oils and fats. So what does this mean? It means that literally when you take this water, it will remove any kind of oil or grease or dirt. It will literally remove. So it can be used for even for cleaning purposes, especially where there is thick grease on it. It can be useful for washing your veggies and fruits. Nowadays, whatever fruits and vegetables that we are getting are not organic at all. So they are frozen or they are sprayed with pesticides. So it demands a lot of clean water washing. Many people are using some solvents and some kinds of liquid to wash their veggies. But with this machine, if you wash it with 11.5 pH of water, it will literally remove all the oil and the wax. It can also remove the pesticides sprayed on it. So to demonstrate that, again, what I would do is I will fill 1 glass of normal tap water and 1 glass with 11.5 pH. Normal tap water. Finished? Oh, it's there. So this is 11.5 pH. And this is tap water. I'm using sesame oil. Sesame oil is dark in color, so it will be very visible for you to see the effect. As a young student from school and college, we all know that when we mix oil in water, it does not mix because oil is lighter than water. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm pouring some oil in this water and I'm trying to mix it. But it doesn't mix. You can see the layer of oil which is dribbling above the surface of water. But when I mix oil with 11.5 pH, this is what happens. Yeah. So this has literally become milky. It's become milky white. Why? Because of the property of emulsification of oils and fats. So this water is extensively used for cleaning purposes, cleaning not only your surfaces and tough greasy areas, but also cleaning of your veggies and fruits. Also very good for patients who are suffering from cancer because cancer cells do not survive in high alkaline environment. Also very good for people who are suffering from high cholesterol or high lipids. It's very useful for such patients and the effects have been recorded and demonstrated. So let me go back to the slide. Okay, so we are here. So this company is 50-year-old company now. It started in 1974. And in 1987, it got recognition as a certified medical device. And it is still running. And as I mentioned, we had been to Japan to celebrate their 50th anniversary. And we got to see a very humongous and a very huge crowd all over the world. And this is a small video that I took there. Hello. I'm going to take you into the world of just full of energy. Health, talk about health everywhere. and water. Hence, with Kangen Water, people all around the world have gathered here to celebrate Enagic Kangen and 50th anniversary. So this was the crowd that was visible to us, high energy, very high energy, and it was talking all about health. So it was a really mesmerizing event that we had. Hello. These are the certifications that I spoke of some time back. So it has all the possible certification. It has a gold seal standard certification for water quality and ISO certified as well, ISO 13485. And it is approved from USA as well. Kangen has now global offices all over the world in 26 countries and 43 locations. And it's been in Dubai now since 7 years. India is a very huge market of Kangen and Enagic products. If you come across people, this product may not be available on marketing websites because the CEO of this company does not believe in marketing this product and paying a huge lump sum of money to marketing agencies. So you will seldom see these products being marketed, but you will only come across people who have used it, just like how we are using and we are spreading the word. Like that, you might be able to come across people who are using it and seeing the benefits. So it is rather more important for the CEO of the company to spread the word through people with a lot of conviction rather than marketing. So this were the different types of pH that we spoke of, and I already told you what does Kangen mean. It means return back to origin, which is the title for today's presentation. And it has been there for more than 5 decades now. So there is no doubt on the quality or on the maintenance or on the service. These are different types of pH that are seen in this water. There are 3 different types of pH which are good for drinking. One pH is 11.5, which I just demonstrated. There is also pH 7, which is very useful for babies or infants to mix with their formula milk or even good for taking medications. There is a pH of 4 to 6, which is also called as beauty water. I generally use this beauty water. I fill it in a spray bottle because our skin pH is also 5.5 to 6. So this water is very useful and it gives benefits of moisturizing. So chemical-based moisturizer are also reduced if you start switching over to this water. There is only one pH which comes out of this machine is acidic. It is a strong acidic water, which is 2.5 pH of water. This water is not recommended for drinking, but it has very powerful antibacterial and anti-fungal or anti-virus properties. So it can be used like a sanitizer. So instead of using these alcohol sanitizer, again, you can put it in a spray bottle and it can be used for spraying your hands, cleaning your surfaces. Also very useful in medical conditions like dryness of your skin, eczema, psoriasis, warts, molluscum, fungal infections, even people who have red eyes, conjunctivitis. It is very useful. If you spray this water in your eyes, you don't need antibiotics. This is just a demonstration of 11.5 pH for washing your tomatoes and strawberries and apples because it literally removes the oil and wax, also removes the pesticides. These are multiple uses of 11.5 water again. So we don't need to eat a lot of expensive food and a lot of expensive supplements. You just need to eat your water. Water with pH 8.5 to 9.5 is very useful also to your plants. If you have indoor plants, it's very useful. If you put this type of a water, you will see the change in the color of the leaves and the flowers will start blooming. So as I mentioned again, there are hundreds and thousands of benefits of this water, but the main hallmark and the main effects, what people have seen after consumption of this water, main effect that it shows first, like very soon you'll come to know in a matter of 2 months that your digestion gets better. So as I specialize in gut health, For me, the root cause, more than 95 to 99% lies in your gut. Your gut has the immunity for everything. It also controls your mental health. It controls all the possible allergies. If your gut health is not strong, you can have any of these issues. And this water magically removes all the inflammation in the gut and helps in digestion, helps in acidity, helps in constipation. It's a very powerful detoxifying agent. You don't need to have those expensive supplements or go for these expensive surgeries. So many people I come across who are doing gastric bypass, who are doing ballooning, who are doing all those sorts of fancy things. No need. You just need to drink water. He's a famous colonoscopic surgeon, Dr. Shinya, and he is conducted more than 370,000 colonoscopies with surgeries. And his part of protocol for all cancer patients is that you must drink 3 liters of Kangen water. He has documented all the cases in his book, and I have been reading his books lately as well. So as I mentioned, there are different uses of this water. One of them is plants, and there are different models of this machine. The skin benefits are also multifold. The skin benefits I have already discussed. It is useful for dry skin, eczema, psoriasis, acne, and molluscum and warts and whatnot. So how does this water become Kangen water? So it is just with the help of, you just connect this device to your faucet where the tap water is coming, and this tap water enters into this ionizer. It undergoes a 3-level filtration system. Then it undergoes, it goes through plates. So there are 8 titanium plates inside this device, and the water travels through these plates through a process of electrolysis, and it gives out an antioxidant water and the desired pH. So this was the factory visit in Japan that we did recently, where they were assembling these plates. So I'm just showing you these plates.
Factory Japan. Show you something interesting. This is the titanium plates that we have in Kangen filters, and this is one of the assembled titanium plates. And something else, we have these filters which are also assembled in our which gives you the best quality. Today we are at
These are the different types of models for the ionizer. The one that you can see right behind me is the top model, because it is automated. It's just like you're having your second iPhone, because it is just at the touch of your screen. It gives a lot of commands as to whatever pH you want. You just need a click. It does a couple of e-cleaning measures on its own. So there are a lot of benefits on this machine over the other machine. Plus the number of plates also differs in each model. So what is there in your water bottle? I drink Kangen water, so I have Kangen water in my bottle. There has been a huge paradigm shift all over the world that we see. People have moved from blockbuster theaters to Netflix, hotels to Airbnb, taxis to Ubers, flip phones to Apple phones, gas vehicles to Tesla, retail stores to Amazon. Nobody goes to grocery nowadays. So it's high time that we say no to bottled water and other water and switch over to Kangen water. This was with the workers in the factory there, and the Japanese people, Japanese tradition, discipline is extremely to be felt and to be experienced. Most humble and disciplined people.
Yes.
Honest people. Yeah. So the famous logo for this company goes in by saying that change your water, change your life.
Excellent.
Thank you so much. I hope this was helpful.
Certainly, this is truly helpful. Yes.
That was wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Can you on screen, ma'am, please?
Yes. Okay, so we are open to any kinds of question and answers if you have any. Do we have any time left?
Yeah, we will take the questions. Our Mr. Dinesh.
Before the questions, I just want to mention that this Pocari sweet, people who are working in Gulf, this is a very famous drink which we give to our workers for preventing them from sunstroke, for
Yes.
preventing them from heat stress. But quick check on this. A quick check, 1 minute check. I'll check this pH of this.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
You can spotlight if you want.
This is a costly drink. It costs around 5 to 6 dirhams in Dubai. And when we put when we put this drops, it shows it is fully acidic.
Hmm.
So one way we are trying to safeguard our people from heat, but we are giving them acidity.
Ah,
So for all those HSE people who
Yes.
are proposing all this chemical based drinks or powders, there is a key here that if they drink Kangen water, you will
Yeah.
save a lot of cost for your company. At the same time, you will prevent your workers from acidity.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So I
Yes.
think it correlates to all HSE people.
Exactly. Certainly. Certainly. We always in summer we face such situations. Yeah.
Yeah. So this acts as cost cutting as well as benefits. You
True.
can cut cost of Pocari drinks or other
Yeah.
powders which we get and mix with water and give to our workers.
Great. Thank you, Dr.
Yes.
Devender, and as well as Amit Kapoor. And in our next session, we have a Q&A by Mr. Dinesh Paul. Please go ahead, Dinesh ji.
Thank you very much, Ashok ji, and let me thank you to our both presenters. I can say we are blessed to have you today. And by the
Thank you.
first
Thank you
question,
very much.
how about inducing ozonization?
Ozone, actually, there I have because I have been working in airports, and our airport is one of the busiest airport in the world. Ozone,
those who did not those who did not attend this presentation, it is their humongous loss. I personally, at the age of 83, Dr. Devinder, I can share with you that there are so many wrong things being observed in my own house, as well as I run the Seniors Association in Arizona. And they are all top-notch, well-accomplished people, not only in the United States, but internationally. I'm going to share this presentation and put it on a big screen so that everybody's eyes will be open, that there are oncologists, urologists, radiologists, lawyers, and so many others. This is an eye-opening presentation, and I'm really proud that you two, at this very young age, have really shared your knowledge with so many to put their house in order. And I only can tell you that in the beginning of your presentation, you touch base saying you are a homeopathic doctor and you believe in things, what is happening naturally. I am associated very closely with Cancer Research Institute in Hershey, which belongs to Pennsylvania State University, where there are top-notch professors and deans and directors. They are engaged continuously for many years in not only understanding the cancer, but also developing drugs out of natural products, including vegetables and fruits, not any synthetic chemicals or anything. And that's where I'm so proud what you shared and what you do in UAE. They are really blessed and lucky to have you there in that Middle Eastern GCC nations. And I think the word should be spread around. I'm coming to Bahrain in January, and I might even come to Dubai. And if I do decide, because I mentioned Dr. Sunil's name, he cannot go, he will not leave me and his wife alone without touching my feet, they say. But the point here is, if I do, I would really make a point that you are invited by this magnificent Maharashtrian Association to make a short presentation to them. With that,
Sure.
I think you deserve the certificate that Ashokji just displayed, and it is the digital certificate, but you deserve it, and it is really from the bottom of our heart. Thank you very much. It was a wonderful session.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much.
We would like to recognize our volunteer leaders, Mr. Bala, Mr. Dinesh, and Mr. Bagbul for updating our websites, Mr. Pravish, our HSE Digital Innovation Chair, for supporting these events, and so many other people who have worked behind for the success of this particular OKT. We look forward for your future collaboration as well. Also, I would like to recognize two people who are making our WhatsApp group very active every day. Mr. Narasimhan from Chennai, every day he puts his experience into one knowledge capsule. And one Mr. Alok Chatterjee from Calcutta, he puts HSC quiz every day, one quiz. They both are retired, but they are keeping our WhatsApp group very engaging. And Mr. Alok ji is here. And first, let me conclude our OKT, and we will have a networking chat as well. So with that, the program concludes now, but anybody is interested to